Hi everyone. Today we are going to study about the motion. So today we are going to learn about in this chapter that the define motion will define motion, identify the object in motion and at rest describe different types of motion with example from daily life. Define uniform motion and non-uniform motion with the example from daily life. And the last one, the define concept of speed. So this type of things in this chapter we are going to learn. So the first thing was that we will have to define the motion. So let's define it. So motion, you can say, if the object you are pushing it or you are pulling it, that is only the motion. So the motion are of the rest and the motion. Now first we will study about the rest and motion. Okay, so the body is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to the fixed point in its surrounding. So the rest means that if the body is at rest, if suppose that if I have this marker, okay, so this marker will be it is not moving, yeah, it is at rest. So this body is supposed to be at rest, it is not moving, so it is not changing its motion, it is does not it is not changing its position, it is still, it is stopped, so it is called the body, it is at rest. So if it is moving, okay, so that means that it is moving, so that it is changing its position, it is moving, so it will say that it is it is at motion. Okay, so we have studied about the rest and the motion. So when the position of the body with the change to surround does not change with the time, the body is said to be at rest. Yeah. So that if the body is not moving, so it is not changing its position. So it is said that the body is not changing the place, and so it is called the body is at rest. Okay, so let us define the motion, the body that is moving. So the body that is moving, that you can say, when the position of the body with respect to its surrounding change with time, that body is said to be in motion. Okay, that means that if the body is changing with the surrounding position respectively, so the body is said to be at the motion. So the next is that the rest and motion are relatively, rest and motion are relative. So an object can be in a motion relative to one set of the object. An object can be in motion relative to one set of the object, while at rest related to some other set of object. Okay, so this was the rest and the motion are relative. Okay, so now we will study about the different types of motion. So there are many types of motion. There is basically seven, classified into seven types of the motion. That is the translatory motion, rotatory motion, circular motion, auxiliary motion, vibratory motion, periodic motion, non-periodic motion. Okay, so these were the types of motion. So let's study it one by one. So the first is the translatory motion. So the translatory motion, you can say that if it an object like the vehicle moving in a line in such a way that each point of an object moves through the same distance in the same time, when the motion of the body is called the translatory motion. That means if an object like a vehicle moves in a line and moves in a line and through a scene and at a same distance at every point. So that is called the translatory motion. So it is of two types, that is the rectilinear motion and the V-line motion, linear motion. So the rectilinear motion is the if the motion of a body is along a straight line, it is said to be at the rectilinear proportion. When if an object is a body is along in a straight, it is moving in a straight line, that it is called the rectilinear motion. And the second we have the curvilinear motion. If an is a curved path, when the object is moving at the curved part, and it is called the curvilinear motion. So the next was the rotatory motion. So the rotatory motion is the body said to be at the moving in the rotatory motion and have a fixed axis. That means, suppose that this is one point axis. So if this is rope and then it is moving it at the same distance and doesn't change its position. So like that, the pottery wheel, that is also, you can say that the fan is also moving like that. Merry-go-round, that is also a rotatory motion. So the third one is the circular motion. The circular motion, the motion of the body that along the circular part that moves at the circular part is called the circular motion. So that means that if an object is moving around something, that if the body is if the body is moving and it has a fixed axis, then it is called the rotatory motion. And the circular motion, that the body that is moving someone around, that is moving around someone, that is called the circular motion. So that was all about the circular motion. And the next one is auxiliary motion. So the auxiliary motion is the motion to move to and from motion of a body. That means that if the body is moving, is going again and then coming again, like the motion of the wings, motion of the that you are sitting in a you can say that you are sitting in string. So the string goes there and come again to and fro. That is motion. That is called the auxiliary motion. So the vibratory. So the fifth one is vibratory motion. So it is also a auxiliary motion. But it vibrate at the part of the body that always remain at a fixed point, and the rest part of the body is to and fro. That means the position is during the vibrating motion. So suppose that, let us understand about one example. So suppose that you have a rubber, yeah? So you have tied one end into one side of the things, and the second one is the second of the end. So and when you will give it, when you will pull it, then free it, then it will vibrate. Yeah, so that is the example. So our vocal code vibrate when we speak to produce sound. We speak, we sing because of that also. That only. So this was the that was the vibratory motion. Though the sixth one is the periodic motion, and the seventh is the non-periodic motion. So the periodic motion is the motion that get repeated at the regular interval of time, that get repeated. Suppose that this is the watch. Okay, so see this, this red stick. So see this, it is moving around. It is coming here, then again moving and coming here, then again moving and coming here. So this is the repeating. This is repeating itself. So this is called the periodic motion. If you will take examples, then the Earth complete its revolution around the Sun in 365 and one half of the day, and the motion is repeated in every day, every years. The moon also revolves around the earth and completes its revolution in 27.3 days and again repeat its motions. That is only that. So then our the normal human body heart beats every heart beats at every zero point 0.8 seconds. That is the fact. Yeah. The heartbeat beats in every zero point 0.8 second. Yeah, it is too much small period of time. Yeah, so our heartbeat beat then it is at zero point 0.8 second. Our pendulum of the valve repeats it moving, so that is also the periodic motion. Yeah, so that is the periodic motion. So now let us study the last one, that is the non-periodic motion. So the motion which does not repeat itself at the regular interval of time is called non-periodic motion. That means you can say food a footballer runs in on a field, so that is it will not again run on the field. Yeah, it is not necessary that he will again run in the body. Appliances of the brakes in the moving body, it is not necessary. It is not that it is we don't know if it will again break in the ground. So that is called a non-periodic motion, that doesn't repeat the regular interval of time, that doesn't again in a regular interval of time, that does not repeat themselves. So that was the non-periodic motion. So in this video we will study about this much. So let's meet you in the another video.